Вадик, здорово. Как слышно? Так, я поставил очень низкую задержку, чтобы общаться с вами. Надеюсь, на качество не повлияет. Всем привет. Так, отлично слышно, да? Ну что? Геймпад не включил. Сейчас, секундочку. Погнали. Так.
Lumos.
Подожди.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way
Это мы
out of
только
here.
тэпнулись.
You mean earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay
What
close.
can I do?
There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Качество терпимое. Там при движении, скорее всего, будут какие-то размытости.
Revelio.
Ничего не заревелили.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Давай учи меня уже Люмуса.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos, yeah. It's a Lumos, детка. Оу. Как заклинание. Люмос освещает кончик вашей волшебной палочки и помогает исследовать темные места. Ну давайте исследовать темные места. Держите RT и нажмите Y, чтобы использовать или отключить Люмос.
Lumos.
Well done.
Люмос. Держать
Now
надо,
the
не надо,
reflection's
спасибо.
turning towards me.
Соединяем
Does follow.
два меча. И на этом моменте у меня вчера пропала связь. Что интересно, сначала интернет отрубился, а потом только свет. Сейчас будет движуха. Протего! Левиаса. Не Левиос. Так, надо по кому забить. Комба, ты понял? Комбо. Опа.
Lumos.
Confringo, Findo. Levioso. Protego. Expulso. Confringo.
Изучите свои цели. Короче, наши меня типа атачили.
Expulso. Protego. Descendo. Deposo.
Protego.
Ля, какой дуэлянт, что дальше?
Stay
Держитесь
close.
поближе. Чё, и все?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
Where are
This
you?
isn't good. Revelio.
А, я забыл, у меня же есть.
Lumos. Where am I
Люмос.
supposed to go?
Ну, явно лутать эти сундук. Здесь
What's
по-любому
happening?
есть какие-то золотишко.
The wisps of magic
Есть.
seem to be leading me somewhere.
Ага, меня ведет на Люмус куда-то.
Revelio.
Ну,
Lumos.
сейчас нахоботимся в облица.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Активируйте статуи. Ну, понятно. Так.
Revelio. Suppose I'm
Ревельо.
on my own this time.
Чтобы они опять мне люлей давали, да, эти статуи? Активировать их. А чё нижняя поворачивается? Так, ага. Надо было дождаться.
I need to align these statues
Подписка,
with their
все дела.
reflections.
Что дальше? Так. Чё-то я не понял. Ну. Что мне идти по этому свечению? Нет. А чё он туда падает?
Perhaps I need to get
Ah,
them all to stand
вот
up
так.
once. It seems I have no choice.
Во
I
оно
have to
чё,
find my way
надо
out of
в
here.
одном месте стать, чтобы всех активировать. Ничего себе.
Protego! Lumo! Lumos!
По люмусам щит ставит. Интересно, что дальше? Удерживайте Y во время применения протего, чтобы контратаковать и оглушить врагов заклинанием остолбеней. Оглушенные враги получают дополнительный урон, обозначенный золотыми цифрами. У-у-у. Так, окей. Втыкал. Ха. Оглушил меня один. Короче, атаковал один, а оглушил я другого. Я понял.
Protego! Lumos! Stupid one!
Да я ж нажал.
Stupid one!
Профессор.
Revelio! Lumos!
Профессор. Так. О, он еще может бежать еще быстрее. Ничего себе. Ну, похоже на врата в море. А, нет, это врата из этого. Из эпизода, там где Блэк помер, попал в врата, да? Врата смерти.
Revelio.
Так что нету золотишко залутать. Я попал в тайную комнату. Так, тут явно что-то интересное. Что может быть интереснее этого сундучка? 41 шекель. Ревелью. Ясненько. А, нет, еще сундучок. Давай еще лутанем. Так, и что это за флакончик? Зелье удачи.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin.
Омут памяти, а это память. О,
For viewing
интересно.
memories.
Сейчас будет память.
I wonder...
Сейчас будут флешбеки. Вертолеты сейчас такие ту-ту-ту-ту. И Криденс начинается. Дын-дын. Ладно, все, молчу. Дамблдориус. Очень древний маг.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are
Percival.
entrusting one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. And the responsibility.
О,
that accompanies
испытание древней магии.
We've done all that we can.
Ну, а где, как бы...
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right. Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
И как они, интересно, прошли.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors. Now, were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Хрен тебе. Стонет рычание. Ну вот эти субтитры вообще огонь. Стонет рычание. Убийство. Я фигачил эти статуи каменные. А вот сейчас карлика буду бить. Ничего себе. Защитничай. Титан-защитник. Ух. Херли давно такой борзый. С рук кидают. Куда они тэпнулись? Каким образом? Через стенку?
Are you all right?
Да, все нормально.
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
В Хогвартсе.
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability.
Медальоны? Что-то это мне напоминает. Искать медальоны.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Толерантностью пахнет здесь, да. Это очень толерантная игра. У-у-у. Вадик, а ты с пивом? Или ты все вчера опустошил?
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Ля ты
I need to study
колдун.
this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
То есть там будут сейчас все распределяться первокурсники, и тут я такой на 5-й курс. Нихера себе. Отставшая дылда. А, это директор, кстати, это Блэк.
Phineas
Интересно, он из семьи
Nigellus
Блэков?
Black.
Неджелус.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Хедмастер.
Nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Да. Гарри.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Вот вообще интересно, ни хрена не учился, тут сразу на факультет, на 5-й курс. Типа я все знаю. Ну, постарше.
With preferences and preconceptions, certain expectations.
Начать учиться, исследовать замок.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Так, это... Какую? Я типа сам должен выбрать? Я не знаю. Типа это 4 факультета, давай амбиции. Я хочу быть величайшим волшебником. И жажду власти, все верно, да.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Да, то, что я и хотел. Спасибо, шляпа. Сейчас, сек. Так. Мистер Шляпка. Секундочку, немножко отвлекусь. Все, так, Слизерин. Студенты Слизерина известны своей хитростью, большими амбициями и жаждой власти. Е-бой.
You belong in Slytherin!
Ля ты, колдунья, магию творишь.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
И что, нам не хавать теперь? Пёс.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to
Сейчас в
enter, one
подвале.
must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Какой питон.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Про какую защиту от ракет питоны? Ля, чё дергает чувака, или мне кажется?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Ля, ты спишь, что все поуходили. Так, найти свою гостиную. А чё тут можно пошарить? Нечего заревелить. Нормально у них гостиная, блин, ни окон, ни дверей. В подвале где-то. А, общежитие в подвале, ну да, да, защита. Как крысы в подвале. Канализация для крыс. Мы же любим воду.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
Оминису Мильде Себастьяну.
Did you see the way that his warm stare at the end of the sorting ceremony?
Well, I
Пиши разговорчики там. Себастьян, алло.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Это было ужасно, это было
It was
захватывающе.
dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Интересно.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
О, ты точно знаешь это про крестража. Интересно, а если в другом факультете там другие персонажи? Или точно такие же?
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away.
My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely.
Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying.
I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could.
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Иди полетай на метле, ведьма.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Мильда.
I think I heard one.
Что, аквариум у них? Ни хрена себе.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable
Сказал
arrival.
Гонт, а перевели как Мракс или что-то. Мрак. Так.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants
Ah,
of
ну
Salazar
понятно,
Slytherin,
Malfoy.
one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ну, это слизеринское имя Эмильда.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Кто сказал?
Revelio.
Давайте посмотрим гостиную. Интересно, я могу попасть? О! Нихера себе, он шевелится. Я могу попасть в другую гостиную? По идее, да. Музыка такая приятная. На чили, на расслабоне.
I've been tempted to say I lost my wand just to get to see the sun.
Так, лады.
If only black.
Не бегай по школе.
Anyone been in?
Профессор.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
К сожалению, сов. О, боже.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
принципе, все, я все знаю за 4 курса. Херак.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Вадик.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
ВС. Вадик.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Погоди, тут какой-то сундучок интересный есть.
I certainly would have
факультета.
appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Не люблю так
Do keep
подвалы,
up.
может надо было на Гриффиндор поступать.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Статуя Кельпи. Эта статуя изображает Кельпи, водяного демона, оборотня, родом из Ирландии и Великобритании, который обычно принимает форму лошади с длинной гривой. Самый крупный Кельпи, о котором когда-либо сообщалось, это лох. Неское чудовище в Шотландии. Лол. Это лох. Нормально они перевели. Так, вы только что испытание руководства, ваш прогресс будет отображаться здесь. Ага. Типа мой левел. Выполняя испытание руководства, это единственный способ заработать очки опыта XP. Открыть руководство. Это ваш уровень волшебства. Опыт, полученный в результате прохождения испытаний, повышает ваш уровень и силу. Ваше руководство отслеживает текущий процесс прохождения испытаний. Выберите меню испытаний, чтобы продолжить. Собрав свою первую страницу руководства, вы открыли новую категорию испытаний. Здесь будут появляться все новые испытания, которые вы разблокируете во время своих приключений. Выберите страницы руководства, чтобы продолжить. Страницы руководства. Так, каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды, начиная от внешнего вида и заканчивая важными обновлениями. Награды можно получить в меню испытаний, возвращаясь здесь почаще, чтобы получить все награды, которые вы разблокировали. Ревельо.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Конечно, профессор. А это что? А, это быстрый доступ.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, вам удалось обнаружить точку быстрого перемещения с летучим пламенем. Вы можете открыть карту в любое время, чтобы мгновенно добраться до любой обнаруженной точки с летучим пламенем. Прикольно. Открываем карту Хогвартса. Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты живут студенты и профессора. Здесь расположены гостиные и большой зал. Вы выберите лестницы Хогвартса, чтобы продолжить. Так, потрясающие лестницы Хогвартса. Здесь вы можете видеть точки с летучим пламенем, которые доступны в этом регионе. Точки с летучим пламенем зеленого цвета — это те, которые вам должен удалось обнаружить. Точки с летучим пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек быстрого перемещения. В правой части карты находятся точки интереса, связанные с учебой, включая астрономическую башню, библиотеку и теплицы. Выберите пристройку к библиотеке, чтобы продолжить. Так, профессор Уизли разблокировала для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью R и отправляйтесь в точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале, используя X. Перемещаемся. Анимации не будет никакой. Ревелия подсветит врагов поблизости. Да, я успел. Белый контур указывает на вашу текущую цель.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
О, Hogsmeade. Вот я сам смогу купить палочку?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes.
И проклятия буду учить.
I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Ронин.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Professor Hecat. Что такое Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Сливочное пиво?
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, этот значок символизирует основные задания. Выполняя основные задания, вы продвигаетесь по основной истории, откроете новые информации, заработаете опыт. Некоторые задания заблокированы из-за требований к наличию заклинания или вашему уровню. В этих случаях для активации задания вам нужно достичь требования уровня или уметь использовать необходимые заклинания. Новое заклинание можно изучить, выполняя задачи профессоров, или в качестве награды за задание. Отслеживать задание, чтобы продолжить. Левиосо. Акцио. Давай Левиосо. Согласно карте руководства.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Какой-то чувак хавает банан. Че шо там?
I thought potions were fun.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio.
Грегория Льстивого. Статуя. Эта статуя изображает средневекового волшебника, заискивающего ухмылкой Грегория Льстивого. Он известен тем, что изобрел элейную мазь, которая заставляет пьющего верить, что тот, кто дал ему это зелье, является их лучшим другом. Угу. Понятно. О, чувак, что с тобой?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Шо? Мне что-то базаришь? Прикольно картина шевелится. Так, и что же мне здесь надо найти? Залетающий прикол. Мне нужен Левиоса.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Угу. Найти мотылька.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Level up. Где это подружание? Вон, наверху.
I should think there's an entire
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth!
Игруха как? Привет. Ну, сложно сказать, что интересно. Я еще даже палочку себе не купил. Очень много катсцен кинематографических, такой полукиношка. Как я могу? А здесь что? Что, пойдем на занятия. И снова в школу. Снова седая ночь. Так. Зоколдун. А, не, ну у меня палочка есть, только она где-то спертая у кого-то. Я не знаю, откуда он взял, я так и не понял. Так, посетить. И как мне туда войти? А, вот так. Русская левел. А вот сундучок. Либо где-то сныка наверху, да? Типа лети на метле. А вот он где. Как туда попасть? А это секретная комната. Ладно. Идем на занятия. Надо. Ну да. Надо Левиоса выучить. Левиоса. Будем идти медленно, мы же не спешим на занятия. Осмотрим интерьер. Блин, ну красиво сделали, да. Дизайнеры хороши. Так, здесь по-любому и будет руководство, да?
Ревелио.
Ревелио. Чё, нема? Чё? Так, где-то я слышу звук. А где? А, вон какая-то синяя хрень. Левиоса. Сейчас я качу. Отключусь на 0,5 сек. Так. Мне наверх. Не Левиоса, а Левиаса. Азаза. Не флёра? А я не знаю, но говорят, тут есть не флёр этот. Нихера, дуэли.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Зафиксируйте свою палочку. Я выучил заклинание.
Levioso.
Ни хрена. Колдун.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Это охотница на браконьеров или ходит.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Так.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Сразил заклинание.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Так.
Levioso. Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll
Что, прям на первом занятии дуэль?
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego!
This should be easy.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Hachiman!
Protego.
I know.
Tasty.
Stupid. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a...
All of my potatoes with this adept. I
Levioso!
do enjoy a lively duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ля улыбка натянутая. Ля довольный, черт.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
Какое
If what
испытание?
I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Эмильда. Эмильда.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Мне явно нужно туда. Закрыто. С чуваком потрындякать.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Сундук где-то наверху. Так, клады.
What are you up to now?
Надо учиться дальше.
And And another. Yes, another inflating charm. How many times do I have to tell you not to use it on other people? You've let me down, and you've let yourself down. But nobody can let me this doorway down.
На чувака письмо кричит.
Your fault.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos.
Ой, котик. Вау, вау. Гладить котика можно.
Revelio.
Господи, сколько здесь лестниц. Ко мне еще вверх бежать. О, это, кстати, похоже на место с бабочкой, да? Дамская комната. Похоже.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Класс профессора Фига. А вот и бабочка.
Lumos.
Так, а где картина была? Снизу, кажется. Вот Фил, что думаешь, да, не? А кто меняет траекторию, я не понял. Так. Здесь. Здесь вот. А, ты про лестницу, все, я понял, о чем ты. Ну да, но я так понимаю, они там в какой-то основной башне двигаются. Есть куча разных подзданий.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Revelio.
Black is without a doubt the worst headmaster in the history of Hogwarts. He's not behind me, is he? Powers should be kept in the old pure family, like the Black.
Here, behind you. There is an open
Надсай.
seat here.
Насвай. Что за насвай? Надсай.
I am Nettie.
А Надсай
So
Анай.
you are the new student.
Нати.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, You all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Смеется собственной шутки.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get it to
Писать
place
код?
now.
Какой код? Типа мы сейчас будем на уроке писать код. О, дофиксируйте акцию. Я выучил акцию. Индусский код. Ну да, точняк, я понял шутку. Not
You
bad.
are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Нихера, ты волшебник.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you... That's it! Happens to the best of us.
Типа мне надо остановить.
Splendid!
Ага.
Very good. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Можно ей мешать? На свай заработала 30 очков. Так. Оп, да стой! Падла. Да ты падла. Хрен обыграешь это на свай. Стой!
That's it.
There we go.
Accio.
Да ну блин.
Oh dear.
Ну все.
us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Yeah, boy.
Excellent control there.
Here we go.
Ты свой второй вытолкнешь.
Yes.
Так, а ну свали. Полтосик. Опять полтосик выбила.
There we go.
Так.
Accio.
Yeah.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Дюха победитель.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Палочками не пользуются, ничего себе.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
По-моему, это что-то выходит из канона, чтобы они без палочки творят магию.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
A word.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Level up, Mr. Potter.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Ну, очечи. Ля. Андрюха прорис этого. Мистер Гопник. Что за шарик у нас есть натурального бежевого цвета? Такое. У меня есть зеленая мантия. Нападение 0. Традиционная школа. Хорошо подобранный. А, она сейчас на мне. Какой парень. Так, что у нас по нарядам есть? Можно в пижаме бегать. Томас Шелби? Не, ну шляпу мы эту снимем. Перчи оставим. Не, ладно. Еще только весна. А зачем я вообще сюда зашел? Ляна медленно ходит. Воу.
Ревелио.
Да что ж тыцкает? Делает так тыцк. Ревелио. Ага. Замок. Ну понятно, там закрыто. Так, куда мне надо? В классе трансфигурации.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Да.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
I enjoyed it.
Revelio.
But when is Professor Anai going to tell us?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Goblins, werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes.
Ну,
I
какие-то
shall cheer for the
загадки.
boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No,
А
it
ты
wasn't.
кто
It was
такой?
Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight!
Пивс?
The bold attack was the Minister
Пивс,
of Boot
что
or the
знакомо.
Minister of
Пивс, это
Flack?
же не с этого? Не с
Stop it,
оно?
Peeves, you'll get us in
Клоун.
trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Так, ладно. Загадками будем потом заниматься. Побегать, почилить по замку. А ёпта, сколько бегать. Кити, кити, кити. Кити, кити, кити. Мяу.
What are you up to now?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Дик. Чувака зовут Дик.
Oh, excuse me.
Какой-то тут лысый Дик.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow.
Теофилом.
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Угу. Репара нам позволит выучить. Not bad.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Да, блин, как на тебя навестись.
Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
Лай. Что дальше? Вон совы сидят, совушки.
Акио.
Нельзя совушку притянуть. Так, карта. Карта день и два ствола. Рукоятки палочек. Кто-то гоблина держит. Пол. Оборотень. Единорог.
Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Майя, что это такое интересное? Библиотека. Изящный комплект одежды с ромбами. О, в библиотеке нашел одежду. Нормальненько. Лады. Давайте идти по сюжету. Нам нужна палочка.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have
Лады,
the time.
давай собираем
I'd
твои
very
книги.
much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Ой. Спокойной ночи. Ну, вот оно как можно целиться, да? О.
Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Да, давай почитаем ее дневник. Где же эти книги? О, сундучок. Баблицом.
Lumos.
Это где-то на этаже. Вон там чувак стоит. Подняли баблица. Что там чувак носится с той клеткой? Так, где еще книги? Это запретная секция. Заперто. Я не вижу книги.
Revelio.
Да ёпта. Где эти книги еще могут быть?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Наверху же их нету. А вон одна летает.
I thought Professor Black would get rid of all the Muggle-born students. Too much to hope for.
Так, еще одна где-то должна быть. Да, вон вроде бы что-то летало. Мне показалось. Причем мне показалось, что я вначале схватил 2 книги, она не засчиталась вторая. Надеюсь, я не забаговал миссию.
Revelio.
А, вон летает, все. Иди сюда, не скроешься.
Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Угу. Тягануть нельзя. Акцио аудиторы.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Награда древняя магия. Опа, опа. А что тут, а? Славный плащ. Секретики, секретики. О, интересно, если я разобью, я могу его восстановить? Ага. Понял, я ничего не будет.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Баблица нам понадобится, мы ж идем затариваться.
Fancy meeting you here.
Погоди, чувак. Беспечному, который неосмотрительно вызвал горного тролля, поселился в игре «Музыкальная студия». Так, и что, испытание руководства в Хогвартсе выполнено. Что дальше? Это коллекция. Нормальный чувак.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Anyone fancy going to Broody?
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Это ты пробираешься в запретную секцию. Мне нужны книги.
How did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Что это за крякающие цветы?
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Где?
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Вот это столько пешком
Mr. Moon.
гонять.
He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and hairy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Веселись. Адапты магазина другими точками интереса, которые вы сможете найти, используя карту руководства. Ого. Магазины и точки интереса. Можно отслеживать любые из этих мест, где ну понятно. Лавка Оливандера. Давай к Оливандеру. Волшебная брюква.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes.
Сердечная жила дракона. Что-то где-то я это уже слышал. По-моему, Малфоя такая была, да? Это явно не моя палочка. На вид она какая-то дикая.
This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you?
Да.
Perhaps you?
Странный дед.
There you are.
Чё они все зеленые? Хочу другую упаковку.
I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Так. Типа я сейчас должен выбрать. Кольцеобразно, тип древесины, ее сердечная жила дракона. Гибкость прочная 9 и 3/4 дюйма. Качательная доработка палочки, стиль.
Curious indeed.
Теперь медово-коричневая, изогнутая спираль.
How intriguing.
Даже не знаю, светло-коричневая, белая.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Прикольно.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Какая разница, блин, какое дерево?
How intriguing.
Будет черное дерево.
Curious indeed.
Не гнущаяся, слегка податливая, неподатливая, твердая, ломкая, господи.
Curious indeed.
Мощная магия вызывает стабильную магию. Широкий спектр магии. Это как? Типа мощная, стабильная и широкий спектр.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Ну, ты мне скажешь.
Phoenix feather, exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
No.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner.
Ладно.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How
Пускай будет такая.
intriguing.
Вот.
What do you think?
Стильная палочка у меня получилась. Крученая, верченая. Я так понимаю, ее, наверное, можно потом переделать. Или там наконечники меняются, что-то
Another
меняется.
wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Я еще подмутил перчаточки. Оливандровские перчаточки. Так, что дальше? Волшебная брюква, зелья Джорджа Пеппина, фолианты и свитки.
Is the knee reversal hex really so sinister?
Revelio.
Общественный сад. Это небольшой общественный сад в самом центре. Деревня является отличным местом для выращивания различных трав и мирных волшебных растений. Что тут можно подлутать волшебного? Так, Пиппинс. Мне сюда надо? Или нет? Где я? А, надо. Зелье Пиппина. Парикмахерская, что клювый хлопок, магазин, особый товар, снабженный наверное самыми лучшими пользами. Это, наверное, для ездовых животных.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Эдурус. Рецепт приготовления зелья, образующего на коже выпившую каменистую пленку, которая защищает от различных повреждений. Купить. Рябинового отвара, исцеляющее зелье.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Время перезадки заклинаний. Невидимый. Зелье невидимости. Зелье максимум, рецепт, который в течение горячего времени увеличит урон от заклинаний выпившего. Воня мертвецов. Клык паука. Окей, так, а что тут можно оботить? Сундук. Перчатки. В каждом магазине по перчатке.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
Баблицо нашел в тележке. Так, а что это тут у нас? Вода. Но перчаток не будет. Войти в хату, не. Ладно. Что тут еще интересного есть? Точка интереса. Старое заброшенное здание. Это что? Кабанья голова папы и гостиница, которая знаменитая. Центральная площадь. Типли, сыновья, чайная лавка. Здесь представлен широкий выбор изысканных сортов чая и кондитерских изделий. Сладкое королевство продает множество волшебных. 3 метлы. Самое уважаемое. Магазин приколов. Давай зайдем в магазин приколов, посмотрим, что там в магазине приколов. Доска объявлений пустая. Да, приколов и ништяков. Ништяков магазин, наверное, вот тут сладкий. Что-то я не вижу тут ничего интересного. Я так понимаю, наверное, потом будет какая-то... А не, вот что-то есть. Что-то... Ого, вот докидала. А вот докидала, что за кнопка? Don't push. Вот это приколы. А вот. Ревелион. Навозная бомба. Излюбленное изобретение всех шутников, которые задают неприятный засобы, заставляя всех, кто находится поблизости, спешно эвакуироваться. А вон и газанюх тут. Нюхач, он что-то крутится. Так.
Revelio.
Мыло и жабьи крем. Под с этим куском мыла ждет сюрприз. При погружении в воду прямо из спины начинает вылупляться когорта извивающихся головастиков. Прикольное мыло, да.
Revelio.
О, листочек.
Accio.
Так, лады. Идем по делу. Идем в магазик по делу заскочим. Все остальное потом. Кого поймать? Листочек? А, этого, да, тут зверушек можно как-то типа ловить. Только тот типа был надувной.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Так. Стол для горшков с маленьким горшком. Стол для горшков с маленьким горшком, чтобы выращивать все полины. Ну понятно, я ж семена купил. Маленький стенд для зелья варенья.
If you're interested, feel free to take a
Еще есть
look
кормушка
around
для
at the
тварей.
rest of my
А,
team.
да, что-то там, короче, их надо ловить, а потом еще их что-то там кормить надо и выращивать, и что такое. Так а что они делают, я не пойму. Навозный компрессор, место для нарезки, преобразователь материалов. Тут крафт есть. Лады. Так, а что у профессора есть подхватить?
Revelio.
О, ничего себе. Вот это я взаимодействовал, так взаимодействовал. Наверху спрятано. Ох, какой чувак засушенный. На чем-то сидит. А вот и сундучок с перчатками, да? Без пальца цвета красного дерева. По-моему, я такие уже находил. Что-то мне сдается. Твари. Перчатки. Перчатки без па... А, они типа еще разные. О, так они еще и дают ништяки какие-то. Нападение увеличено. Легендарные. Превосходно. Нет примененных характеристик. Ух, смотри, какая палочка, закрученная, как моя палочка. С совой. О, но не. Лол. Вот это я волшебник. Бом-бом. Так, вообще там как-то скины можно было вроде бы менять. Изменить внешний вид. Во. О, мантия темных искусств. Но нет, для этого мне еще далеко. Традиционная, школьная, пускай будет. Так. Щита плюс 6. 3 нет применимых. Уровень чего? Уровень ячейки характеристик. А, типа какие-то характеристики еще можно туда юзать. Ладно, пока мы подеваем крутые шмотки, но прикинемся этим. Прикинемся учеником. Старосты, школа старосты, форма старосты. Лол. Что старосты? Ну ладно, я пока еще не староста. Так, коллекции, ладно, потом посмотрим.
Revelio.
Так, а что там были за сундучки такие интересненькие? Понимаю, там... О! Зеленая шляпа. Монетку.
Revelio.
Угу. Это замочки, все дела. Так, певчанский я с ней выпью, или мне надо самому выпить певчанского? Что, посмотрим что-то еще? Куда-то сходим. Что мы посмотрим? 3 метлы. Стрижки. Магазин одежды. Сладкое королевство. Давай зайдем в 3 метлы. Посмотрим, что тут.
Revelio.
Нынешней владелицей заведения является Сирона Райан. Говорят, что 3 метлам столько же лет, сколько самому Хоксмиту. Это давнее место сбора жителей деревни, студентов Хогвартса, которые хотят насладиться сливочным пивом или огненным виски. Огненным виски. Так, певчанский здесь наливают? Не. Можно мне певчанского? Наверное, нельзя. Наверное, только по сюжету с чуваком.
Revelio.
Я отвар нашел. Заревелил. На здесь только даже столы сверху. То на 3-м этаже пойдет стол. Ага, замок. Алуамора мне нужна.
Revelio. Accio.
Монетовку нашел. Это за магазин. О. Разноцветный шарф. Вот это мы, пожалуй, оденем. О, он еще и плюшки к нападению дает. Так, это я возле чего нахожусь? Непонятного дома. О, чашечка чаю. Заточим печеньку.
Revelio.
Косая аллея. Куда ты делась?
Chores aren't so bad.
Without magic.
Монетки.
Revelio.
Декор чайной лавки полностью отражает вкус владелицы по имени Мисс Липли. Эта чайная лавка топает в розовом цвете роскоши. Звонких колокольчиков издают веселый звук всякий раз, когда выходит клиент. Мистер Гопник.
If any dark
Revelio.
Something to sniff at.
I should think a house elf doesn't work as hard as me.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve
Sometimes
so much
I have to
dung.
wonder from what one village.
В сладости заходим и все. Ого, какой масло.
Revelio.
Везде замки.
Revelio. Revelio.
Кошки Писаро. За Писаро. Возможно, их привлекают сами перья или лакомства, которые владелец зачастую угощает. Ну да.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Ого. Взялся.
away from the village!
Ой, тут так. Надо приодеться. Во-первых, сменить тупую шляпу. Не хочу умирать в таком виде.
Levioso! Levioso! Protego! Fringo! Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. Levioso!
А, надо было подождать.
Levioso! Levioso! What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done. Levioso! Protego! That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. A few more hits to
Да
do the job.
ёпта, как ты прыгаешь-то? А, рэп.
Levioso! Levioso!
Ни хрена испепелил.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Констебль. Так.
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Так, что ты хотел?
Revelio.
Ага. Типа...
Revelio.
Типа сундук, который палец за мной. Надо к нему подходить невидимым, да? Ладно. Давай с тобой поговорим. Ага, наверное, нельзя с ним говорить. Я не понял, к чему это было, что мы туда зашли. Ну ладно.
Accio. Reparo. Good as you. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Все, Окулюс Репару.
Revelio.
Это я наблюдал руководство, мне что-то казалось. А, вот.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
О, что все поразбегались, один зритель остался.
But I can offer you something much more
Такое время. О, такое
I own
время.
Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Наденьте мантию. Какую? Короче, мне есть еще что тебе пораспродать.
I'd say we've earned a
Да,
butterbeer or
пора
two,
спать.
wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost
Оно и хочется уже
pulverized by a
спать.
troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items.
Так, короче, меня хотели кинуть на шмот. Пускай так пока будет. Чего она мне недоступна? А, 7 левел нужен. Ладно.
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
Подруга трансгендер. По голосу похожа.
My friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
Я хз, если там такое.
Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be.
Но по голосу подруги меня немножко смущает.
Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
Что, до темноты досидели?
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Revelio.
Следующий день, типа. Так, ладно, наверное, на этом будем заканчивать. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем спокойной ночи. Как отсюда выйти? Через escape. Нет, escape это настройки, значит. Выйти. Давай, спокойной ночи.